Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Morris Merriweather, the author of Enough is Enough. Public education has spiraled out of control. I'm your host of Straight Talk in room 503. Ladies and gentlemen, this week is an unusual classroom lesson planned for you. And you may not find this one here to be like the other ones because this one here is real. I've been trying to keep it real, but this is real of all reals. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what has happened. I have carried public education in for a checkup. Public education is ill, and I carried it into the hospital, ran him into ER, hoping to get some very positive results, but it doesn't look favorable. Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has given it a bad prognosis. And I'm trying my best to not be emotional today, but I find myself getting upset because I care about public education. Public education is dear to my heart, and I thought it was dear to the community's heart across this nation. But I'm finding out that once we got public education into ER, that it's a serious matter. And I'm not sure that I can keep my composure today. You just have to forgive me because I'm very upset about what I'm hearing about public education. The doctor had prescribed some medication that they're just not working for public education. We tried, but public education have had a lot of obstacles to overcome and have not been able to overcome because I'm asking the doctor, tell me what's going on. Why is it that public education has to be placed on life support today? Public education needs to strive and survive, and too many children need public education. I know a lot of people are running away from it because they think that their prognosis that public education has an unusual disease, that people are fleeing from it. But there's nothing wrong with public education because the majority of the people who are successful in America came out of public education, but now they've turned their backs on public education. They have fled from public education. Ladies and gentlemen, just forgive me. I'm just emotional about this thing called public education. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come back because I've been in consultation with the doctor, and the doctor has enlightened me as to what has happened with public education, why public education must be on life support. My Lord, ladies and gentlemen, let me have a break. I'll be right back. Let me get my composure. And then I'm going to come back and tell you what the doctor has found out about public education after running all kind of tests and x-rays. And I'll share it with you. Now, please, while I'm taking a break, if you don't have the mentality and the stomach to hear the unadulterated truth, don't tune back in. Just don't come back when I come back, because I got to come back with the truth. I just need to get my composure. Please bear with me, and I apologize for my sniffing and my tears. But I just got to come back and tell you the truth. You need to know what's happening with public education. I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. I'll be okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I think I can throw my hanky away. I think I'm going to be all right because I got to tell you what the doctor and I have come up with about public education. Ladies and gentlemen, according to what the doctor is telling me, he's been prescribing the right medication, but someone has not been given the medication to the children. And he's also telling me that some of the dosage has been decreased, that the kids are not getting the full dosage that he prescribed for public education. According to him, he made sure that all of the students receive the same dosage, the same quality of education. He told the students how to take the medication. But long come some board members, some good old boys, some superintendents, some principals, and some teachers who has told some of the students, don't you take yours today. It'll be okay. You'll be all right. I remember quite well when I was subbing in the system, they had a program in my hometown, and there's another program in your hometown. It's just like ours. The names are different. The players are the same, though. And the program is called Gyms. In the middle of the day, the intercom lights up, and the principal will say, well, all of the students who are in the gym program, please report to room 6B. And so students would get up in my class, and I said, so what's going on? No one's told me to release you. What's going on? They said, Mr. Merriweather, you don't have to tell them to be released. They released every day by the principal. Well, why hadn't the principal told me? This is some of the reason why we in ER today. Certain students are given at least 45 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week. They give them some different dosage. They pumping them up, got them on steroids, giving them academics, and then over here, they letting them play on the computer. Now, I'm not lying about it because I've been in the classroom. That's why the superintendent pulled me off of the substitute role, said that Mr. Merriweather is finding out what's going on. We're trying to get these public education system in bad shape so they'll end up in ER. Maybe they put them on life support, and maybe they won't make it. There have been some people betting that public education won't make it. In my hometown, they knew 15, 20 years ago that they was going to close the high school that they closing in about 2 weeks from now. This is May 2016. So I said, doctors, just don't cut through the chase. What has happened? Doctor said there's not been some people playing games. Doc, what you mean they're playing games? They overdosing the kids. What do you mean they're overdosing the kid? They filling them with a bunch of bull. They telling them that they're going to change their classes, and while the other students are going to get some new doses of special education, some gyms and some academic time away from the other children, they've been lying to them. I said, Doc, what you trying to tell me? He said, Brother Merriweather, can I call it out? I said, Doc, don't waste no time. Doc, don't make me get my hanky no more. Just tell me the truth. The doctor said, Mr. Merriweather, they're hypocrites. Doc, what you mean? Wait a minute, Doc. You mean to tell me we got hypocrites in the school system? He said, it's not only in your hometown. This epidemic has spread across the country. Doc, no, don't tell me this. He said, look, Mr. Merriweather, they disguise themselves. What do you mean, Doc? They look like leaders in the communities. They look like board members. They come from good backgrounds. Some of them come from private school. Some of them living out on Nob Hill. Some of them driving Escalades and Mercedes and Infinities. Some of them disguised and they got on a uniform, look like mine, a doctor coat. Some of them got lawyer clothes on. Some of them got teachers and principals and superintendent clothes on. Some of them, Mr. Merriweather, can you handle it? Doc, don't waste no time. Tell me the truth. Some of them dress like preachers. They in the pulpit. No, Doc, no, not the preacher. Some of them are Sunday school teachers, Bible class people, in the choir singing praises to God, God of our Father. Oh no, Doc. Doc, come on now. Don't tell me this. The hypocrites, Mr. Merriweather. Doc, can we just get comfortable? Because this is beginning to bother me again. Doc, just break it down to me. Take your white coat off and just talk to me. You mean to tell me there are some people that are leading the children down a dark path? Some of the people are pulling their kids out because they know that public education is on life support, so they don't believe it's going to make it. So you telling me that they're pulling their kids out and putting them in private school away from the epidemics? Oh, Doc, I just don't understand it. You mean to tell me that they're on the Chamber of Commerce, organizations, fraternities, Masons, they've been the hypocrites? That's what a hypocrite is, ladies and gentlemen. Someone that's pretending to be something that they not. Ladies and gentlemen, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe that people who are saying, I love the children. Well, Mr. Merriweather, sir, I'm sorry. Could you speak a little louder? I didn't understand you. You're saying that that's why that some of the people who are listening to my videos every week, they're not doing anything because they're what? Oh, but they my friends. Some are my relatives. Some of them are mayors, aldermen, superintendents, board members, county commissioners. Come on. The hypocrites? Doc, I don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. That's why they're not showing up to help the children. Oh, Doc, this is bad. You mean to tell me that people are saying, I love the children? Well, Doc, I guess I have to agree with you because they're not showing up at the board meetings. I'm there. I'm checking with people in cities across this country. And they're telling me, Mr. Merriweather, it's just like that in my hometown. They're hypocrites. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump can call the establishment out. Why can't Morris Merriweather call the establishment out for getting public education on life support in cities across this country? Doc, Doc, we should not. Well, Doc, I guess I need to hear. Well, Doc, what can we do? Doc, what about prayer? But I understand that, Doc. I've heard that sermon and I read it in the Bible. Faith without works is dead. So having faith and not getting out here and working to help the children, that's dead. Yes, sir. You saying yes, sir? Oh, Doc. So you saying that where are these people going to end up if they keep on lying about the children, not helping all children get a quality education, pulling their kids out and put them to private school? Doc, let me add something to that. Listen, Doc, those who pull their kids out and put their kids in public schools, they're not willing to stay there and make it better. They pull their kids out and they pay large sums of money for them to go to private schools. And then guess what, Doc? They sick too. They ought to be on support, life support too, because they will pay to put their child in private school, and then turn around and pay taxes to keep certain kids in schools that are not up to par to where their kids are. They are hypocrites too. Oh, this thing is not pretty at all. This thing got a bad odor. It's got a smell to it, and they're not doing anything. Oh, this is bad. But now, I can't understand this. Doc, I know you got other patients to see. Let me say this and then we'll quit, Doc, and we'll meet again. Doc, we got people who are not willing to come up front. They attend church every Sunday. They sing in the choir. They get in the pulpit. They come back to Bible class. But they're not willing to stand up and take a stand. At least Donald Trump is willing to stand up and take a stand. They're talking about Donald Trump and they're hypocrites, doctor. They're hypocrites. But look, they're willing to pay $130,000. Wait just a minute. Wait, Doc, the news is on. Doc, they just arrested Bubba. Bubba on his way back to prison. They're willing to pay $130,000 a year for Bubba. And there's Bubbles in every state in record numbers. They're willing to pay that. They're willing to pay $25,000 for Shanika and Tawana and Jeffro to go to juvenile facilities at $30,000 per child. But yet, they are not willing to put resources in public education. Doc, do what you can for public education. I'm going to be here all night and all day till I hear from you. I'm praying that public education will get better. I'm praying that the hypocrites will wake up, repent, and help me to save public education. Doc, I'll be in the waiting room. Help me. Let me know. Call me the moment that anything gets better or worse. I need to know because I'm concerned about public education. And while you're at it, Doc, let's pray for the hypocrites because they're on their way to hell and they don't know it. They thinking because they live in certain neighborhoods and got certain jobs and their kids are doing well, that they're going to go to heaven. But the Bible say only the pure in heart shall see God. That means that the hypocrites will not see God. I hate to break it to you, but you are in Straight Talk in room 503, and you have just got the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you're one of those hypocrites, come out. Take off those hypocrite clothes. Put on your concerned clothes for that all children will get the quality education. You heard it straight, right here in Straight Talk. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you again. See you soon. Take care.